Well, you know, as hosts of Twin Cities Live and a live TV show, we have to improvise a lot. I'm sorry, I didn't bring my glasses. What does that say?
Hip.
Just shoot from the hip.
H-I-P.
Okay.
Hip.
That we have no scripts, no nothing.
Nothing.
You never know what you're going to run into, so you have to be quick on your feet, Rebecca. Or no, that's your part. That's your part.
When it says Rebecca, that means I read, you don't read it.
Okay.
Okay, but even pros like us need some help sometimes. So we've enlisted the help of a local improv group that's been around for 20 years. So here to give us some help from Stevie Ray's Improv Company is Stevie Ray himself, Kevin Pearson, and Tim Bevic.
Deepovic.
Oh,
Spent a lot of time practicing that.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it. Good to have you here.
Nice to
Now,
meet you.
this is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to show us a little bit about what you do in the improv world. What are some basics? What are some fundamentals we need to know?
Well, actually, because we teach people how to do improvisation.
Anybody?
Anybody can learn.
Okay.
And at our school, we run through a lot of basic principles to get people ready to perform improv. And as you know, it's not really about coming up with quick ideas. It's about how well you work with other people.
Yep.
So the first thing we have to do is get the mind flowing freely and getting you with ideas jumping back and forth. And we do that by a very simple warm-up.
I'm taking these
oh
away.
Boy, I tell you.
Yeah.
That was that's my funny stuff.
Oh, that's scary.
Show us what you got.
We're going to start with an exercise we call word ball. It's a word association game. I'll throw a word to Tim, and the first word he thinks of, he'll throw that to you, and then you have to come up with a word based on his, and we just keep it going and going and going.
Sports.
And this
I
is like
it.
word association to get your brain going. So we'll
Okay.
show how that's done. Weather.
Man.
They doll.
Cute.
Ugly.
Button.
What?
John Hanson.
Tall.
Short. Nice.
Josie.
Whales.
Outlaw.
We're not good at this.
Right there. Yes, that's about.
Good job.
You get stuck every now and then.
I'd say we're off to a slow start. But you can teach anybody. So.
That was exactly how it's done, though, is you keep going, and every now and then you get a little stuck, but that's what your partner's in there to
Yeah.
help you get unstuck.
Okay.
And then you
Jesse
move-
James.
No,
I'm
now
kidding.
she's ready. After the show, she's like, I got a funny one now. Bring the cameras back. We have to follow you home. Now you move from that basic stuff into actually creating an improv scene, like you
Okay.
see on the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes.
They create short
Love
sketches.
that show.
That's what we do at Stevie Ray's Comedy Cabaret. So we have to create a scene knowing who's in it,
Yep.
what they're doing, and where it's taking place.
Okay.
So we do a simple exercise called Who, What, and Where. So we'll have you step that way a little bit, and Tim
Okay.
will step off that way. Kevin will start just doing an action, and it's my job to tell him who he is, what he's doing, and where he's doing it by just talking to him. I'll show you one. Just do an action. Now I get to say whatever I want. Dad, Mom said stop polishing the car because it's your turn to cook dinner. So I've kind of said, Dad, we're in the garage, he's polishing the car.
Okay.
All right, so why don't we have Tim come in and do one, and Bex, you come
got
in
it.
and just say whatever you want to set it up.
Stop polishing the mirror and looking at yourself. Yes, you're bald. You're bald. I'm sorry. I'm
Very
sorry.
good. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, Kevin's going to do one, and John, you just interpret
Okay.
however you want.
Okay. Is that how you learn to count? Really? I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not funny.
Now tell me,
I'm not funny.
now tell me who he is. Create a character for him. Is he your dad? Is he your brother?
You're construction workers, what you are.
There you go.
And I'm just coming up to you randomly because that's what I do. I go on the street and I walk
Very
along
good,
and I'm like,
very
let's go to the park and I go,
All right.
I'm terrible.
Bex, why don't
Hopefully you can do
Okay.
better.
why don't you come out and you set up a motion
Okay.
and I'll interpret it
Okay.
for you. Honey, we agreed to share this vacation in Hawaii together, and you're impressing the natives more than you are me. You were supposed. I'm waiting in the hotel room.
Hey, I'm a native and I'm very impressed. All right, I saved myself a little bit.
Yeah,
All right.
no, you did. That
Good,
was,
good.
Okay, and then I would go out, and when he comes in,
you started
Good.
right away.
We want to do some more of this stuff.
Yes.
You guys stick around, all right? 'Cause
Okay.
We're going to
Yeah.
do some more of that. We got more improv. We're going to practice all of our improv, and then we're going to come back with more of it.
welcome back to Twin Cities Live. Before the break, John and I were brushing up on our improv skills with the help of Stevie Ray and his improv troupe.
Yes, we were. Yes. Now, Stevie Ray.
Funny no matter how many times you do it.
We also got Kevin. We also got Tim. Thank you very much for being here, guys. We want to do some more of this stuff.
All right, now you've practiced some basics. We're going to actually perform improv like we would do in our show. This is one thing that we do at our shows at the Comedy Cabaret. This is one called freeze tag.
And eventually, when you're teaching people this, and again you have classes for this, this is to the level that they can get.
Yes.
And you're saying anybody can do it, though.
Yeah,
That's what
we
we really
have
want to
performers who are lawyers, doctors, stay-at-home parents, computer programmers, anybody.
I think it'd be a fun date night to go and do this.
Oh, it's really fun because it's lighthearted and it's clean comedy, so you don't have to worry about, you know.
Well, we'll see about that.
We'll see. Through here. Yeah.
We're not involved.
We're not done yet. I'm a little nervous.
We'll step off to the side, and Tim and Kevin are going to begin a scene, and when I yell freeze, one of you, they're going to freeze in whatever position they're in. Okay. One of you is going to tag one of them out, take on that position, and have to start something brand new, figuring out what this position means.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So we'll have these two start in, and I'll tell you what you're doing. They're doing yard work to start off.
You always get the blower, and Mom always makes me do the rake.
What? I want a blower!
Go ahead, freeze.
All right, Dick Cheney, you got your eye on the partridge?
Oh!
Right there!
Freeze. You tag one of them out.
Okay.
Tag out Tim. Now you take on that position, and you're doing something brand new now.
Really? Rebecca, that is my future. It's way up there.
Right there.
Yes.
You see that? The Big Dipper. The Big Dipper.
Freeze.
Right there.
Well, I'm never going to this chiropractor again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Can you help me out? Can you give me a little crack?
I think I need to have you go back this way.
You know, you're the worst tailor I've ever been to.
Just lean
Very
back.
good. Give him a hand. Wonderful. Should we do one more?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do one more.
Next, what really makes something comical is the emotion people bring to it. And usually overdoing emotions is really funny in a normal situation.
Okay.
So I'm going to put you four in a normal situation, and then I'm going to call out emotions for you two to take on.
Okay.
And you have to take on that emotion to the highest level you can and still be in the same scene.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Tim here be the guy who's running an exercise class at like a YMCA.
Okay.
So you four just start with that, and Tim will take over.
Okay.
We're so good at this naturally.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, you know the drill.
Yeah.
Let's start with double J's, or jumping jacks, as we like to call
Okay.
Bex,
them. There
angry.
Oh, I hate these things. Jumping jacks.
Hey.
All the guys start looking at my chest, and then so mad.
That's what you get for working out the Y.
Try not to.
John, excited.
Yes! Rebecca's doing jumping jacks! Rebecca's got to jump into this class. Yeah!
We need a little more movement out of you, bro.
Rebecca, confused.
Why is that guy smoking and teaching us an exercise class? And why
I own
does he
the
have a stuffed
place.
burrito?
The wine's not profit, that's why.
How much am I paying for that?
John,
I don't
prissy.
If you want Richard Simmons' place, that's down the block.
All right, let's give him a hand. That was good stuff. Yeah.
Tired out. No, you got good stuff. You guys are awesome at this. I mean, there's two things I think, Rebecca, you can back me up on this. We just learned it's a lot of fun.
And jumping
it's
jacks
very
are really
difficult.
hard. Yeah.
We very rarely do jumping jack scenes. That's why I stayed out.
That's very impressive. guys, I just got to ask you, how long does it take for guys like yourselves to get to the level you're at? You're so good at this.
Usually, if somebody's just starting out, you're going to expect a couple of years of training before you really get there, depending on your natural talent. These guys have natural talent, so they were in it very quickly. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and I'm still waiting to get good at it, so we'll see.
Oh, you guys are so funny. Thanks for teaching us
Thanks for
everything.
having
We
us.
really
Yeah,
appreciate
fun.
it.
We had
And as I mentioned, it really would be a great date night. So it's something to go out there and not only to watch, but to try.
Well, if you do want to see these guys do it themselves and let the pros take care of it, you can always check out Stevie Ray's Comedy Cabaret. They're at their club at the Sheraton Hotel in Bloomington.
Yeah, the show runs every Friday and Saturday night at 8 p.m. And as an audience member, you are part of the performance. Your ideas keep things moving along. It's meant for adults, though, we want to say, but they always do try to keep it clean.
You should have made him say all this stuff because he was the one that made us do jumping jacks.
No.
Tickets $15, and for more information, go to our website, go to KSTP.com, and then click on Twin Cities Live. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much.